The MENINAK Club is dedicated to making Jacksonville and its surrounding areas the best it can possibly be. This is apparent not only through their annual charity project, where they award a grant to a project that is vital to the improvement of the Jacksonville community, but through the mentoring programs they are affiliated with, such as Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and Take Stock in Children. The projects the foundation sponsors center around improving the lives of those in the greater Jacksonville area and fostering leaders that will also be committed to improving the lives of those in their community. Good match criteria is broken down by Deborah Koch into a series of 6 questions. Is your organization an eligible applicant? Is your organization within the funder's preferred or required geographic area? Is your work in alignment with the funder's stated subject matter interests? If you're applying under a particular request for proposals, does the project you propose respond to the specific issues the RFP seeks to address? Is the amount of money you are requesting appropriate for the funder? And does your organization's problem-solving approach and point of view match the funder's? Is your organization an eligible applicant? The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville awards their annual charity project grant to a local organization, and funds are typically used to make capital improvements. Examples of capital improvements funded in the past include handicap accessibility, kitchen renovations, new training centers, new laundry rooms, new playgrounds, and new classrooms. Eligible applicants would come from the greater Jacksonville area and would put funding towards capital improvements. Interested organizations are less likely to be awarded if funding is needed for something such as research. Is your organization within the funder's preferred or required geographic area? Organizations should come from the greater Jacksonville area because these are the areas past grant recipients have come from, and the MENINAK Club specifies that they encourage local charitable organizations to apply for funds. The greater Jacksonville area includes Duval County, St. Johns County, Clay County, Nassau County, Flagler County, Putnam County, and Baker County. Is your work in alignment with the funder's stated subject matter interests? The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville is committed to helping those in need and focuses their work on helping youth and the elderly. Organizations applying for MENINAK's annual charity project grant should center their proposal around helping these groups of people by showing how capital improvements within the organization will better their lives. If you are applying under a particular request for proposals, does the project you propose respond to the specific issue the RFP seeks to address? The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville does not have a particular RFP for their annual charity project grant. Recipients are determined by a project committee that assesses how the funds can best be used to improve the lives of people in the greater Jacksonville area. Is the amount of money you are requesting appropriate for that funder? The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville determines the size of the grant based on the amount of funds raised that year, with the minimum being $40,000. The club's annual charity project grant is awarded once a year. Does your organization's problem-solving approach and point of view match the funder's? The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville believes in solving problems by setting a solid foundation for the future of its community. The annual charity project grant is awarded for capital improvements. These improvements often better the lives of young people who will eventually grow up to become future members and leaders within the community. The MENINAK Leadership Grant is awarded to young leaders who are committed to making a difference in their community. These young people will grow up to become educated and well-rounded members of their community. The MENINAK Club is investing in the future of Jacksonville. Therefore, organizations applying for the annual charity project grant should focus on problem solving by setting up the next generations for success. The MENINAK Club of Jacksonville's recently funded projects. The annual charity project grant. The MENINAK Leadership Grant. Since 1997, the MENINAK Club has awarded 5 college-bound seniors with a $5,000 MENINAK Leadership Grant. Applicants must be graduating college-bound high school seniors who have previously participated in Youth Leadership Jacksonville. Youth Leadership Jacksonville is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing leadership potential in high school students throughout Northeast Florida. Despite the pandemic, the MENINAK Club of Jacksonville ensured these grants were awarded to the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. With the MENINAK Club's dedication to shaping the Jacksonville youth into future leaders of our community, it can be assumed that projects aimed at fostering leadership, social, and business skills, as well as projects aimed at improving the education of students in the greater Jacksonville area, have a high likelihood of being funded.